Hello students, welcome to computer class. Today we are going to start chapter number 1 of your computer book. The name of the chapter is Parts of Computer. In this chapter we will read about computer and its uses, functions of a computer, IPO cycle, parts of computer and advantages and disadvantages of computer. First of all, we will discuss places where computers are used. Now here in the picture you can see the computer nowadays are used at space research, defense, offices, in designing, hospitals, airport, banks, animated movies, and last one is school, right? So let us see in detail how computers are used in space research. So computer have a major role in space research. Computer help in design, assembly of each and every part of the rocket. Computer help in simulating the way engine works. Now what happens? Computer helps us to design a rocket and how it will work when it is properly designed, and how we will work in space. All we can do through computer, right? Next one is defense. How computer is used in defense, in army, right? Computer performs very important role in defense. Computers are used to track incoming missiles target to destroy them. Computers are used in tanks, planes, ships to target enemy forces, and also help in diagnose any problem with the platform. So in armies also, security of the country also, computers are used. Next is offices. How computers are used in offices. A common use of computer in office is for word processing. Now you all know in all the offices documents are very important, different documents. To prepare all those documents we need computer so that we can type it and take the printouts, right? So in offices computers are very useful. Next is designing. How computers are used in designing. Today, the process of designing buildings, cars, everything is dominated by computer. Software tool used in the design phase can automate repetitive calculation and drawing tasks. In computers, we can design a picture before actually designing a building or a car. For example, in automobile companies, when they are actually creating a car or a bike, right, they create a design of that car, and also they see in that software how it will work after designing, right? So this way designing industry work through computer, right? Next is hospitals. How computers are used in hospitals. Major use of computer in medicine include hospital information system, data analysis in medicine, medical imaging, laboratory computing, computer assisted medical decision making, care of critical ill patient, computer assisted therapy, and so on. Now in hospital also there are so many machines which are totally based on computers, right? And also all the data related to the patient, their condition, their illness, and past records of their illness, all these records are maintained in computer, right? So in hospitals also computers are very important. Next is airport. How computers are used in airport. To ensure that planes stay on schedule and that they fly safely, and also allows you to easily modify travel arrangement at any airport. Computers are necessary for the use of pre-screening measures, and also computers are crucial to an airport air traffic control services. So in airport also, the landing of the plane and also your travel arrangement, booking of the ticket, all these things are done through computer. Now next is bank. Let us see how computers are used in banks. Computers are used in banks to keep account details of account holder. If you have a bank account, all the records are maintained in computer. Banks use computer to efficiently and effectively carry out transactions. Different transactions. If you are withdrawing money from the bank and depositing money in the bank, all those records are maintained by a computer. So computer is also very important in a bank. Next is animated movies. Computer animation is the process used for digitally generating animated images. Now, different cartoon drawings all have seen, right? How they move, how they will move, what they will do in a cartoon movie, that is done by the animation. Okay? And for animation we use a software which works on a computer, right? So all the movements and everything you see in a cartoon movie, in an animated movie, that all is done by the computer. Next is school. How computers are used in schools. Now this point you all know very well. In schools, computers are used for teaching. In computer labs, students know about computer, how to use computer. In smart boards are also example of a computer with big screen. And fee payment record is also in computer in the schools. Student record, attendance record, and the results also made in computer in the schools. So this is all about places where we use computer. Now next is how computer works, the functions of computer. Now the functions of computers are input, processing, output, storage. Computer accept data given by the user. Now we give the data, the instruction to a computer. It is called input. Processing works on data according to the instruction. Now when we give the instruction or data to computer, a computer process that data. Next is output, gives the desired result. When we give the instruction to the computer, data to the computer, computer processes it and produce a result. That result is given by an output device. Next is storage, stores the information according to our need. Then after giving the result, if we want to save that result in the computer, we can save it, and that result stores in computer memory for future use. So this is a cycle that we give the input to computer, it processes it and gives the output. This is IPO cycle, input processing output cycle. a cycle works in a computer to calculate a result. Now see, with this example, we have given the instruction or data to computer, these numbers 90, 85, 69, 98, 76, 84, and plus means we should add these numbers. In processing, the computer adds all these numbers, and in output device we can see the result that the sum of these numbers is 502. Now let us understand this IPO cycle with real life example. Let us see, if you want to make a cup of tea, what you will need? The data, the instruction you will need is, the input you need is water, tea leaves, milk, sugar, right? Process is boiling water, tea leaves, milk and sugar, and the output will be a cup of tea. Now let us take one more example of a telephone. How you make a call on a telephone. So the input is, we dial the number. Processing is connecting the number, your number and your friend's number, the number you have dialed, and talking to your friend is the output. Okay, so on this IPO cycle, input process cycle, a computer works. Now our next topic, subtopic of this chapter is parts of computer. Now these are the main parts of computer: monitor, printer, mouse, keyboard, CPU, right? Now we will learn about all these parts in detail. Now let us learn about keyboard. What is a keyboard? A computer keyboard is an input device used to enter characters and functions into the computer system by pressing buttons or keys. It is the primary device used to enter text. A keyboard typically contains keys for individual letters, numbers, and special characters, as well as keys for specific functions. Now, as you can see on the keyboard, there are so many keys. There is different function for each key. With the help of keyboard, you can type on monitor, right? You can see on the monitor what you have typed, right? So keyboard is very important part of the computer, and also it is an input device. With the help of keyboard, you give the instruction and data to the computer, right? Second part is monitor. Now what is a monitor? A computer monitor is an output device that displays information in pictorial form. A monitor usually comprises the visual display circuitry, power supply. Older monitor used a cathode ray tube. Now here monitor is a device which looks like a TV, right? It looks like a TV, right? And whatever you type, and after the processing, whatever is the result, that we can see on the monitor. That we can see on the monitor. And also it is an output device. How? Because the devices which show us the result, those devices are called output devices. So monitor is also very important in a computer system. Next is CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. The CPU is the primary component of a computer that processes instructions. Now, as we have read about monitor, monitors are of three types. First is CRT, cathode ray tube. These monitors were used long time ago. Then it comes LCD, liquid crystal display. And next is LED, light emitting diodes. Now let us see the difference in these three monitors. First is CRT. CRT monitor is bigger in size and consume more power. That is why now we are not using CRT monitors. Now mostly we are using LCD and LED monitors. Now LCD monitor, it is a flat type of computer screen that consume less power. It is in maximum use today. So LCD monitors consume less power and also its screen is flat. So nowadays mostly people are using LCD monitor. Next is LED monitor. LED monitor has better display. It is thinner and lighter in weight. It uses 40% less than LCD monitor and lasts longer. Now, what is the advantage of LED monitors? It consumes 40% less power than the LCD. It is thinner, lighter in weight and better display. So, most advantageous monitors are LED, but also these are expensive. So, mostly people are using LCD monitors. So next part is CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It is the brain of a computer. It is the brain of a computer. All the processing of the data is done in the CPU. Now see, CPU is also divided into three parts. There are three parts, subparts of CPU. First is MU, memory unit. Next is CU, control unit. And third is ALU, arithmetic and logical unit. Now, first is MU, memory unit. In this unit, we store information or data according to our need. Now, what is the use of memory unit? We can store our data and final result or a file in the memory unit. Next is CU, control unit. The control unit works like a traffic policeman. It controls and manages the working of all the parts of the computer. Now, control unit manages all the parts of the computer, how all the parts of the computer are working. Next is ALU, arithmetic and logical unit. This unit performs all arithmetic calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. And also the logical operations. Logical operations are greater than, greater number, smaller number, greater than equal to, less than equal to, or equal to or not equal to. Logical operations are these, and arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. All these are performed by ALU, arithmetic and logical unit. So our next computer part is mouse. Now what is a mouse? A computer mouse is a handheld pointing device that detects two-dimensional motion relative to a surface. Now what happens when we move the mouse, computer mouse, on the table? The the computer mouse detects it, right? And all these signals goes to the computer, and arrow on the computer also moves in the direction of the in the computer mouse, right? So how you move the mouse, the arrow on the monitor also moves in same direction. And also we can select different icons on computer with the help of arrow. We can open it by double clicking the mouse, right? So all these operations are done with the help of computer mouse. Next device is computer printer. A printer is an output device that prints paper document. This includes text documents, images, or a combination of both. The two most common types of printers are inkjet and laser printer. Now, next is computer printer. The main use of computer printer is to take print out of the document. What you have typed on the computer, you can take a printout with the help of a printer. You can also print the text document and also the document in which there are pictures. So both the pictures and the text you can take the printout with the help of a printer. Now here is a line, the output printed on a paper is called hard copy. Now see, the output that we see on the monitor, that is called soft copy, and the output that we print on a paper, that is called hard copy. It is very important question. And also computers nowadays are black and white also and colored printer also. You can take a printout, colored printout also, and black and white printout also. Now next topic, subtopic of this chapter is what makes a computer powerful. Now here are some points they have given. Let us read. First is speed. A computer works very fast and can do large number of calculations quickly. As we all know that computer is a very fast machine, and also it can do a large calculation in a second, right? So speed, it makes a computer powerful machine. Next is reliability. Reliability. Computers are quite reliable. They do not make any mistake. If our instructions given to the computer is not wrong, computer never gives a wrong answer. So if we are giving a right question to the computer, computer gives us the right answer. It never make a mistake. Next is storage. A computer can store a large amount of data which can be used anytime. Now computer's memory is very large, right? So you can store anything, any amount of data in the computer. Next is versatility. A computer can perform a variety of tasks and is used in almost all fields. As we have already read about places where we use computer, right? So computers are nowadays used at all the places. It's a very versatile machine. Next is accuracy. A computer always gives correct result. Accuracy of the computer is very good. Mistakes are normally done by from the user's side. Same thing, if we are not giving a wrong question to the computer, computer never make a mistake. Next is diligence. A computer can work for long hours without getting tired. Now computer is a machine. Machines never get tired. Human beings get tired, but machines never get tired. So you can work on computer for long time. Next is multitasking. A computer can do many tasks at same time. At the same time we can listen the song, same time we can watch the movie, same time side by side we can type a document. So at the same time we can do so many tasks on the computer. Now last subtopic of this chapter is disadvantages of a computer. Now in our world, if there is a new invention, there are advantages of that invention and also the disadvantages of the invention, right? So let us see the disadvantages of the computer. First disadvantage of the computer is zero IQ. IQ means intelligence quotient, intelligency. A computer does not have an IQ or its own intelligence. By mistake, if you enter the incorrect input, it will give the wrong answer. It means if someone gives us the wrong answer, wrong question, right? So what we will do, if the answer is not coming correct, what we will do, we will tell the person that you have given us the incorrect question, right? But it is not happening in the computer. If you have given the incorrect input, it will give the wrong answer to you. So there is no intelligency, its own intelligency in computer. So zero IQ of a computer. Next is health. Working on computer for long hours could affect your eyesight. It could also become the cause of obesity. Now obesity means you become fat, okay? Your food is not digesting properly in your body. This is called obesity. Next is your eyesight also affected, right? Next is electricity. A computer depends on electricity and cannot work for long time without it. So with the help of electricity only the computer is working, right? Without electricity we cannot work on computer for long time. Next is costly. Also computers are very costly, right? In India there are so many people who are not able to afford a computer, so it is a costly machine. So this is all about this chapter. I hope you all have understood the subtopics of this chapter, and after watching this video you all will read the chapter so that you can understand each and every topic of this chapter properly, right? And after reading the chapter, try to solve the back exercise of the chapter so you can know that you have understood the topics properly or not. So thank you. Have a nice day. Keep learning.